Dear viewers, welcome to all of you. Friends, something let be bygones be bygone. I tell you a few things I would like to place before you. Friends, we can't go back and change the beginning. We can't go back and change the beginning. And if we can start now where we are, we can start where we are and change the ending. See, now everybody is blaming central government. Some of the political leaders are blaming state government. Some scholars, educated people are blaming their own MLAs and ministers. I like to share with you. Just now, I have seen a debate in Times Now. The debate between Navika and Himanta Sharma, Himanta Bis Sharma from Assam. See, some of the CMs are blaming Narendra Modi regarding lack of uh, oxygen, lack of remdesivir. See, these all are many drastical bad situations are culminated. See, we should have veracity. Who is having veracity now? Have you seen any veracity from the policy makers? I don't think so. It doesn't mean only political leaders should have the veracity. No. Everybody must have the veracity. It is not only my perception, everybody's perception. Yes, country is flaring and victims are looking for magnanimity. We couldn't find any magnanimity anywhere. Your own family members are unable to show their magnanimity on their own blood relatives. So India means harmony, peace, magnanimity, veracity. We cannot see that magnanimity in this country right now. Yes, it is very atrocity, it is very tyranny. Still, there are people, some NGOs are working round the clock intact. It's not only exodus, it is human being responsibility. Say, if you talk about veracity, the political leader talk about themselves as veracity persons before the people. So the mortality rate has increased, positive cases have been increased. Though the government is taking a lot of steps, all have gone waste. It meant as futility. What exactly the distinction from other countries regarding this problem? Everyone should understand. Yeah, there are many complications and a deficit. I tell you, the being a philanthropist, I tell you few things. And see, I want to share with you some of the incidents. When we see Telugu newspaper, local papers. Really, some issues are making indelible impressions on us. One mother, if mother dies, the children are scaring to do funeral activities. I go to crematorium and I go to hospitals. I visit so many NGOs. Even I speak to NGO activists. When they share with me some incidents, I don't know how to respond. It's very pathetic. Even how the government is executing their plans regarding COVID-19 pandemic. So far, even 10% of the people are also not get vaccinated. 10% of the people of the country. So far. So far, no political leader is and government officials are not talking about education. Everybody is in a confusion status. Meanwhile, some countries and experts are talking about wave 3, wave 4. We are unable to digest wave 2, and with our medical infrastructure has been collapsed. It is not only it is people are saying that it's a global disruption. It is a national devastated, and not only health sector, allied sectors also have been collapsed. See, so far we heard about only 44, 45 above fatalities and mortalities. Right now, we are hearing youth mortality. The next step goes to children. Everybody afraid of that information when it is expected. Yes, because the problem with lack of awareness, there is no help between or among the people. Meanwhile, politicians lack of support. Yes, there is no contribution from them. We haven't seen it. Even they are not trying to create awareness across the state. Many private hospitals are initiated. Many clinics are initiated. But none of the hospital has given the best service to COVID patients. See, WHO and our health ministry revised guidelines several times amid COVID-19. But there is no result. Instead of result, we are getting more complications. Diversity. The plants were fertilized. All are culminated. As per my perception, something should be taken. Stringent action. Because it's flaring words I'm telling. It's completely atrocity. I would like to show my magnanimity, but I couldn't. Everybody has magnanimity, but they don't know how to show. It is like a political compulsion. With my veracity, I'm telling you, we should be careful ourselves. This is actually is a lot of time we have. Every day we are completely attributed like a adapted to mobile internet. But fact of the matter is we could not think for future. This is the right time to think about ourselves. Not only think about ourselves and also start the planning. I tell you to the youth of this state and country, friends, you don't ignore anybody who is advising you, though they have less qualification than you. You realize sometimes they deserve to advise you. Everybody scold politicians. Everybody, everybody talk much about politics. Nobody like to enter because there are a lot of complications to enter into. When I look at the mobile or something else, we are wasting a lot of time because we are watching YouTube channels. We are watching social media. We are chatting. We are looking other status in WhatsApp. In reality, we get nothing. We get nothing. Even no one can deny this. Simply wasting our time unknowingly. Once you realize that, can you get back the time? I tell you, friends, especially for unemployed, you should have a vision. Write down on the notes. Write down the benefits, possibilities, and disadvantages and the complications. Later, you get some confidence. You get some sort of most interest on that. Later on, you will start. I tell you, especially for Telugu state students, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, learn English, listen to debates, repeat after them, note down, practice, speak out. Definitely, those activities will help you after the lockdown. See, present it is not mini lockdown; it's a complete lockdown only. Why? Because schools are shut down, all the institutions, education institutions are shut down, and after 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, you cannot go out, you cannot buy anything, you cannot meet your friends, you do nothing at outside. You are given a specific time, but to for your daily activities. So these all things, if you think about it, this is the right time to think about yourself. Read great people books, autobiographies, watch, because people are addicted a lot towards YouTube. I tell you some advices to the students who are preparing for competitive exams, which means you can do it. You can also get enjoyment. Instead of watching entertainment videos, type in YouTube channel, in search place, former prime minister's interviews, former president interviews, former vice president interviews, the greatest chief minister's interviews, and the legendary players like cricket players and social activist interviews. You watch them, those will give you a lot of impact. You will get solid motivation. No need to go for any classes. Sometimes people say that I was inspired by so and so on. I am inspired by so and so on. This is the right time to get inspired by the live debates and past debates from great people. And I tell you, start reading storybooks, start reading Bible, start reading Mahabharata, start reading Bhagavad Gita, you start reading some holistic books. So that what happens when you read those books, you can eradicate your evil mindset, your evil ideas. Sometimes you are very much frustrated, you get a lot of angry, and you cannot control yourself. So that's most important aspect. Control our ideology, control our mind. That's very important. And some people cannot control, they're angry. See, these all things everybody has, because we are after all human beings. Only human being can show their feelings because they can talk. We have that language. We can express our feelings. So, in this way, if you read these books, yes, we can control our unlimited ideas. And we can lose or we can decrease apprehensions. We can face any complications in future. As I mentioned earlier, yes, necessity is the mother of invention. It is a necessity for us to stay at home, to stay alone, maintain physical distance. See, why I'm telling you all these things, friends? Some of the online sellers, some business people are saying that in social media, they come and say this: you purchase this package, you purchase this course. So the unemployed are really fed up with those words. Why? Because they don't know any proper information from the government regarding notifications calendar. No one knows when the notifications are given. No one knows in state except government. Government is a supremo to talk about that, to reveal the dates and months and everything. We are not the right people to talk about that. We don't have any authentication and authority to talk about that. But we assume, we just expect sometimes the social media warriors, YouTube channel owners, YouTube channel creators, they talk much for views. They are not authenticated people and persons. So from that you get nothing. Instead of believing them, you believe in yourself. I tell you, because nowadays, if you open YouTube, everybody open YouTube channels. Some of the I cannot speak about even entertainment channels. Thousands of channels. They talk rubbish. They create nonsense for views purpose. They do anything. They create fabricated stories, fabricated events and situations, incidents, just for views and like and share and forward and subscribe. This is the motto behind it. But reality, the fact of the matter is something different. And I like to say another thing that there are people, they say, I know MLA, I know MP, I know MLA PA, KTR PA, CM PA. The fact of the matter is they know nothing. They know nothing. But they know how to convince the people, how to confuse the people. They know how to cheat the people. Once we believe that we are getting benefits in a secret manner, they mention very clearly that we should not inform to anybody regarding that activity. They say that they ask you some money in first installment. Once you get the job, the remaining money need to be should be paid. We accept it. We paid some money to them. They mentioned some dates. They explain the process, and also they will mention some people's name. For example, we will get a solid example, and finally they mesmerize us to get the money. Once you make the payment, it is a legal activity only, no doubt. But it doesn't happen whatever you expect in a backdoor way. They try for the government job or outsourcing or group 4, group 3, constable, so on and so forth. People talk much, and also they generalize the topic. My sister told me that yes, her friend got a job illegally. She paid some money, she got a job. My brother, youngest brother, friend told me. My mother-in-law told me. My brother-in-law's brother has informed me that he got a job, that he paid money, he paid he paid bribe. When we heard that, generally with emotion, we cannot control. We also try to tell to our closest associates. We reveal. That person tells to another person. Likewise, this propaganda goes on, goes on. It is a manipulation. It does not make any sense. It is not realistic. You never go to office. You never go to government officials. You never apply for RTA. You never ask the reality. Never seen that. Just you heard from the person. He said, you heard. You have seen he is going to office. He is a constable, or he is a group 4 employee. He is a nurse, or he is a railway employee. Because he only told me. His friend told me. His family member told me. Only told him only. Nothing is there. Simply, they told me. He himself told me. But you never checked it background. You never opened the website. And you never verified. He told, that's it. You saw. He told, you saw. You confirm it's true. There is a possibility to get the job in the back doorway. We pay the money. We can handle. We can manage. Recommendations are working out. Recommendations are very fair enough. We'll get it. I tell you truth. I reveal truth. They all are fake. They all are fake. See, I'm not talking to favor of government. See, I mean, you must know the reality. I mean, 0% recommendations. 0% recommendations. Or workout. Once you lose money, once you lose credibility, once you lose your time, where will you go? Whom you will complain? Whom will be responsible for you? For your money and time? No one. Simply leave them to forget. This is the reality. I tell you, friends. In an illegal way, if someone is asking you, someone is provoking you, someone is trying to confuse with his perception, you should be very careful. You should be very careful, I say. It is like you are indicted by someone. Yes, we will not be indicted by anybody. If you are indicted by someone, it means that's your mistake, not that he or she, not their mistake. Because you are indicted. So far, I've seen many people who were cheated by these type of brokers. It is there in every allied sectors, but especially government jobs. Okay, some people tell the stories and they sell online courses, they get the money. It is 50% we can accept it because they're unemployed. They tell lies, they tell stories to get money. They give something, at least some subject. Maybe it is useful or not useful, it's a different story. But this is a huge crime regarding this unemployment I talk about. It leads to diversity. As a philanthropist, I'm telling you, sometimes it leads to mortality. People die, they lost their life. Yes, many people lost their life because of tension. Yes, it is atrocity. We only can show our magnanimity. Yes. Please understand. Realize. Don't try to get anything in an illegal manner. It cannot happen. If you choose illegal path, you are digging your own graveyard. If you choose the illegal path, You are going to lose your money, you are going to lose your time. Honestly, I'm telling you, you will be in a danger zone. You lose your mind, headache, tension. You cannot control those things. Don't enter into the illegal activities. This is my request. Think of it. Wish you all the best.